737 at Virgin 847 Hub.
This is Heathrow, Britain's busiest airport, returning to the skies after taking a pounding from the pandemic.
That's the kind of shop we want to see coming back to Heathrow, full of aeroplanes.
Now,
this is the file I've had for travelling.
Why do you want to arrest you?
Because I'm not paying the money.
That's just a joke.
frustrated passengers are on the increase.
This is not social distancing. Can't you do something about it?
Heat makes people quite angry.
But Heathrow never gives up. With its long-suffering staff battling to give passengers hope every day.
It won't be long, guys. I'm just going to get the motor room, OK?
Did you see that?
Are you OK in there?
Taking pride over every arrival and departure. Dealing with the suspicious.
You couldn't take it on a flight, let's put it that way.
The luxurious.
And how much would you like to put on the card? 9,000?
And the ostentatious.
You haven't guessed, I'm an open book.
Heathrow's existence hangs in the balance. But this is still Britain's busiest airport.
This is a great spot, though, isn't it?
It's early morning at Heathrow, and 17 months into the global pandemic, the airport is facing losses of £3 billion. But it's not all doom and gloom. Passenger numbers are still steadily increasing, with over 25,000 travellers expected today. And after enduring lockdowns, tier systems and travel restrictions, Heathrow finally has something to celebrate. Terminal 3 is back in business, and that can only mean one thing: Virgin is coming home.
If I could just take your passport, please.
After a year of crashing on Terminal 2's sofa, 11 Virgin flights are due to depart from Terminal 3 today.
Virgin Atlantic, good morning.
And duty manager Keith is thrilled to be back on his own turf.
It's more nerve-wracking than I thought, I have to say, but it feels great. I mean, if you see all the space that we've got, all of these desks are ours. We don't share them with anyone else.
Something else they don't share with anyone is their upper-class clubhouse, one of only 6 in the world.
Right, drum roll, guys.
And after 450 days on furlough, manager Holly is keyed up for action.
Here we go, we're going to open our first customer back through the door. We've worked really hard to get everything ready. We've changed the lights. We've got some new furniture. We've obviously created this new wellness area because we no longer have our spa. So we've really put a lot of time in to make sure that when our customers come in today, they won't be disappointed. And there we go, guys. We are open. We're officially open.
As Virgin prepare to open for business, the rest of the UK is following suit. In fact, in the last 3 months, the economy has grown by nearly 5%, fueled in part by the reopening of non-essential shops and restaurants. And one eatery in Terminal 5 looks set to get plenty of trade from hungry passenger experience manager Taz.
Oh, there it is. Look, pineapple. Extra toppings, pineapple, pizza. That's a must.
So what's your favourite thing?
From here, Wetherspoons, I get the pizza, the margherita pizza, but with pineapple on top as well.
And what do you say to all the people that hate pineapple on pizzas? Because it's a big divide, isn't it?
Yeah, there is a big divide. I would just say you need to broaden your taste buds, you know, experiment a little bit and just taste it.
One person who doesn't share Taz's love of this exotic fruit topping is the President of Iceland, who once went as far as suggesting it should be banned.
It depends on the pineapple as well, I guess. If you've got nice, fresh pineapple, it tastes better. Whereas if you've got pineapple that's out there, that's been left out, it's nice. It's not the same.
But the great pineapple debate will have to wait. As duty calls.
Go ahead.
Victor 5, we have a distracted passenger in the baggage hall, belt 5.
Copy last, I'll make my way there now.
With 4.5 years of managing the passenger experience under his belt, Taz has encountered his fair share of unruly flyers.
I do have a calm approach. I've dealt with so many difficult situations where even if I'm being verbally abused, I tend to be really calm. When it comes to speaking to the passengers and stuff, I try and help them the best I can. So I try and find out what's up, try and take him away from the situation, and see if I can assist in any way. Are you guys doing all right? I did say, you all right?
Hello, I'm all right, thank you, yeah.
What's happened? What's happened?
Nothing, we've, my form hasn't been completed, and I'm just waiting to just leave so I can get some hot food.
What form is it that you need?
I don't know what it's called.
Is it a locator form?
Something like that, passenger locator form, yeah, I think that's the one.
To ensure anyone entering the UK is free from infection, Amber List arrivals, like Simon, are required to fill out a passenger locator form with evidence of PCR tests for days 2 and 8 of their 10-day quarantine.
It's just a locator form that hasn't been done.
No, he hasn't booked his test.
Well, it's part of the form.
Yeah, it's part of the form, so he needs to book his 2 and 8 day test. He hasn't done it. He wants to do it through his doctor, but we haven't got any proof to say that he's going to do it through his doctor, so we can't let him go. Without the proof that he's going to do it, because he could just walk out and just not do the test at all.
The thing is, these tests, you know, you can get them quite simply through the hospital and that, and I think all of the NHS staff get them routinely. So, and we all get free healthcare as well. I don't know why the public should be forking out, and you know, all the taxpayers' money, which we've already paid, is going to Boris Johnson's mates or whatever. It just don't make no sense to me.
Like most governments around the world, the UK is making all travellers pay for COVID tests privately, so they don't overburden the NHS. Should Simon fail to fork out the £170 for day 2 and 8 tests, he could be landed with a fine of over £4,000.
Have you had a chance to look at areas where you can get a cheap PCR test done for your 2nd and 8th day of isolation?
I don't know. I clicked one link and it took me to another link and it said I wanted to get a full test and stuff, and I was like, oh, I can't be bothered fanning about with all this. I don't really fancy giving any money to the Tories, so...
I feel for him to an extent, but it's something that everyone has to go by with this current pandemic. It's not something that's ideal or we want, but it's the way it is if you choose to fly. To be honest, if I'm being honest with you, I think this is only there's only like a one-way solution for this, and they definitely need that because everyone else is going to do the same thing.
As long as it's legal and it's fine.
Yeah.
And I just don't think I don't think the public should be paying for this.
Taz's bid to save Simon a fortune has fallen on deaf ears, and his fate now rests with the long arm of the law.
Hello, mate, you all right? Hello, yeah, I'm all right.
Very quickly, so we're police officers from the airport. Yeah. Obviously, we've been sent down here now just to speak to you. I'll be honest with you, but I don't think going to your GP and getting a test done via your GP is an option. So there's...
Yeah, I know, but it's still going to be valid.
Just listen to me.
I don't think that's legal.
I don't think it will be valid. That's the thing.
So I'm happy to go to court for it. I'm happy to go to court for that. Because I think it's profit. If you like, if you want to.
So the cost is approximately 170 quid, okay, for both tests.
I know, it's insane. You could see why that wouldn't agree with me.
Prior to you flying, you knew full well that you had to have a day 2, a day booked.
Okay, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Because currently I'm not breaking the law. I'm currently negative. I've had 2 vaccines. Yeah, I'm happy to do the tests. Yeah, we can take any details we like and we can sort it out any way we can. But what can I do?
Unfortunately for Simon, the police can issue fixed penalty notices of up to £10,000 to those caught breaching COVID restrictions, and a refusal to pay could result in court proceedings.
Well, I'm in the right here. All it said on the government website is you needed to get tests, right, at day 2 and day 8, which I'm happy to do, and I haven't. That day hasn't come yet. So what are you going to do? If you want to arrest me, if you want to arrest me, and then you can do the test yourselves.
Why do you want to arrest you?
Because I'm not paying the money.
As Simon tries to talk his way out of a hefty fine, out on the apron, Virgin is gearing up for its first flights out of Terminal 3 in over a year. And duty manager Keith is determined that all departures go off without a hitch.
So we're missing a party of 2 on the Antigua. Doors close on that in about 10 minutes. So it's just a case of seeing if we can find them and just let the gate know that they're here so that we don't have to worry about offloading them or looking for their bags so that we can depart on time. I've just seen 2 people get on this travelator, so this hopefully will be them.
When passengers are late for a flight, it is down to the discretion of the airline as to how long they wait. But once those aircraft doors are closed, there's no going back.
You guys going to Antigua? You going to Antigua? Antigua? Yeah, OK, fine. Just straight up these travelators, and it's on the right. And do you have a mask with you as well? Yeah. You'll need to pop that on, all right?
Thank you.
All the way up to the end and on the right, OK? They're looking out for you.
OK.
As soon as these guys get on board, we'll close up and get another flight in the air.
With all 150 passengers accounted for, it's a successful departure for Keith.
Bye-bye. Keith, this is broken.
Or maybe not.
Oh, it's stuck. Hang on.
In order for the aircraft to safely push back from its stand, that's reversing, to you and I, doors to the air bridge must be closed and secure.
Front door open.
Oh, do you know what? It's probably this sensor that I just had to move.
What about that side, Keith? Is that a sensor?
Air bridges are fitted with sensors that help guide them to attach between aircraft and terminal buildings. And if the ones on these doors are faulty, then this flight won't be going anywhere.
Can we go back to T2 now, please? Control from 1.
In Terminal 3, Virgin's Homecoming is experiencing some teething problems in the shape of an air bridge door with faulty sensors.
Billy, on the 133, we're all closed up, but we're struggling to get the jetty off. The sensors all appear to think the door's open, so it won't retract, just if the flight deck call up. So, before the plane can push back, the air bridge needs to be moved away, even if it's just like a foot or so. But Amita's struggling at the moment with the... I mean, you saw the trouble we had closing the doors, so it won't... It now thinks the door's open. And because of that, it won't move for safety reasons.
Virgin is currently the UK's 9th most punctual airline, down from 1st a year ago. And this flight is due to depart in just 60 seconds.
Do you need help pushing? Do you want me to put my foot on that there? I'm just wondering if we've done something closing that have meant those sensors...
Stop. It is totally broken.
What? Yeah, absolutely. It's like, oh, here come the engineers.
Yay!
Struggling to get the jetty off.
Okay.
It keeps telling us the door's open.
The flight has now been delayed by 11 minutes, and if Keith's team can't fix these doors, all 150 passengers may have to be deboarded and moved to another gate.
Hello. Just wanted to keep you in the loop. The 133 are going to be departing late. The jetty is stuck on the aircraft and can't get it off. Engineers are in attendance, but even they're struggling to get it off. Oh, it's moving, it's moving. It's moving, finally. But you can hear the noise. That wasn't a particularly smooth one. So even though we were ready to close up and go on time, we did leave 13 minutes late, but we will make up time, and the aircraft is due into Antigua 11 minutes early. So there will be no impact to those customers when they arrive in Antigua. They'll still be on time, if not a little bit early.
While Keith's Antigua passengers settle into their seats in readiness for some in-flight service, if you're travelling on 4 legs, you're more likely to be underneath them, inside the hold.
How much is that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that doggy in the
Sooty and owner Anne-Marie are on their way to Amsterdam.
The reason that he has a jacket on, he had yesterday a haircut, and his groomer told me when he goes in the hold, don't forget it will be gold.
Sooty may not need his jacket after all, as the aircraft hold for pets is heated, pressurised and well lit, and could even help ease his fear of flying.
He's really very scared. His tail is between his legs and should be up. It should be up like a flagpole.
With Sooty's flagpole firmly between his legs, he heads off for a 90-minute flight in the belly of an aircraft. And when the time comes for his return to the UK, there's only one way in. via the City of London Corporation's Animal Reception Centre.
There we go.
The ARC is responsible for ensuring all animals entering the UK are fit, healthy and free from infectious disease. And today, Supervising Animal Health Officer Shannon has a rough job on her hands.
We're just going to see 2 dogs that have failed for tapeworm. So the vet here is going to administer tapeworm treatment. They're both really nervous and they're kennel guarding slightly, so it might take us a minute to give them their meds.
These pooches are moving to the UK from America, and there are strict regulations for entry. One of which is that all dogs have to be treated for tapeworm at least 24 hours before departure. Outside, the dog owners are anxiously waiting for the vet's results.
We have 2 labs, 1 chocolate, 1 tan, Bella and Lux. 2 years old, awesome, playful dogs. I'm feeling pretty upset and frustrated right now, honestly, because, as I said, so we've been here since about 8:30 this morning. We just found out that we weren't able to collect them, so yeah, I'm pretty frustrated.
Tapeworms are parasites that set up shop in your pet's intestines. They can also be transferred to humans, causing sickness and diarrhea. As infections are rare in the UK, every dog needs a vet's certificate to prove they are free of the parasite before being allowed into the country. So that means Lux and Bella can't reunite with their owners until they've been treated.
I'm going to put 2 in each of them.
2 tablets. Okay, the dogs are really, really nervous, so they're quite nervous aggressive, and the vet needs to get near them to give them the treatment. So to prevent any contact, we're going to try and put the tablets in some food and hope that they take that.
It's now down to Shannon to prepare a concoction of canine cuisine and tapeworm tablets.
Just give them a bit of mush.
But getting Bella and Lux to eat it could prove challenging.
What's this? Let's see if we can make friends. Are we going to be friends? What is going to happen? Stu, I might need your help.
With Shannon's table manners failing to impress, Animal Health Officer Stuart decides to give it a go.
One of them wants to be friendly, I think. The tanned one wants to be friendly, but the chocolate one's just guarding. I think they'll be all right, to be fair. They're really waggling at Stu. Maybe they're a man's dog. Are they a man's dog? Or was he a guy? The owner. Oh, that makes sense. Some dogs come through and they don't like males, some come through and they don't like females, so yeah, that's why it's so good to have such a good team on.
In order to successfully administer the treatment, Stuart heads into the Labrador's den in a bid to separate Lux from Bella.
Stuart's probably a bit braver than me, to be fair. It is definitely working what he's doing.
When you go inside? Lovely.
Now that Bella and Lux are in different kennels, Stuart can successfully dish up dinner.
Oh, literally demolished that.
Well done. She's a lot calmer, isn't she, than her friend? Perfect.
Awesome.
Thanks, Stewie.
That's all right. So it's 15:39 now, so tomorrow they'll be able to go exactly the same time, so 15:39 tomorrow.
In just 24 hours, Bella and Lux's owners can collect their furry friends and start a new life in the UK, tapeworm-free. And in Terminal 5's baggage hall, an arriving passenger needs to prove that he's free from any highly contagious infections before being allowed into the UK.
The fact is that our tax money has already paid for all of the staff. I don't know why the public's even paying for it again.
Passenger Experience Manager Taz is assisting the aviation police in dealing with this passenger, who is refusing to pay for his mandatory COVID tests.
All secure. And the passenger just doesn't want to pay for a PCR test on the 2nd and 8th day. He believes that the government should be paying for that and it should be free. And he just doesn't want to spend money because he doesn't have the money to spend.
If we allow them to the same mentality, okay, it's relying on us to take everyone's word for it. Unfortunately, in society, there's an element that who won't do that.
So what I'm saying is, can't I just, you take my details and we deal with it in 2 days? I'm not talking about this anymore. Take my details if you want, call me in 2 days and I'll tell you I've done the test.
Right, okay. Have you got your passport on you?
Sure.
Since March 2020, the government have issued more than 100,000 fixed penalty notices to people caught breaking COVID laws. And it looks like Simon is about to add to their tally.
I have to make you aware, someone will be in touch. Because you failed to book those tests, you are in line to quite a substantial fine.
I know, but I'll go to court. And if I'm still going to get the tests.
Okay.
I'm still going to get the
tests. It's completely your right to go to court, okay?
I'm fine to
But
do
to
that.
argue that in court, I'm just saying now,
Yeah.
I think potentially it'd be quite difficult.
Yeah, but I live right by the court, so...
I strongly, for the sake of 170 quid, for any kind of future ramifications, I strongly advise you to book it now.
Nah.
No? No. All right, free to go.
Cool.
Thank you.
Nice one.
All right.
Cheers.
Look after
Passport? Oh, yeah. No, I've got it.
You've got it. Yeah.
Cool.
Take care, son.
Simon is now free to leave Heathrow, albeit facing a formidable £4,500 fine. However, he does have 28 days to either pay or contest it in court. Something to think about during his 10-day quarantine at home.
First time dealing with that sort of situation and seeing that, but yeah, very different. But yeah, I mean, there was no way of making him pay for a PCR test, to be honest. He wasn't going to do it. I feel sorry for him at the same time. I would prefer that sort of life that we had before, where he didn't have to do any sort of additional checks and everything else. But that's not going to happen until a very long time. And until then, if you are going to fly, then follow the rules. Yeah, go enjoy your...
Cheers, guys.
Enjoy your day.
I've been waiting for an hour. It's doing my head in now.
Right, Ross has got it. Ross 100% got it.
Okay,
Ross
please run scene. Please run scene.
Right. Plot thickens.